Hello and welcome to the Crystal Mermaid Full Moon Friday live Crystal Tarot reading. My name is Jessica. Thank you for joining me here. What we're going to be doing today for the Crystal Mermaid Crystal Tarot reading is celebrating this full moon in Taurus, which is coming up tonight at 10:23 p.m. Pacific, about 1:23 a.m. on the East Coast, and then bright and early in the morning Universal Time. So we are coming together to tap into a variety of astrological, energetic, metaphysical elements, put them all together to do a tarot reading for this full moon in Taurus. Now, I'm also doing a live tarot reading for anybody who would like a card pulled for them. I had 3 people message me in regards to having a card pulled for them, so I will be pulling a card for each of you, and then anybody else who joins live, if you'd like a card pulled, please just let me know. Put a little message in the comment box, and I will pull a card for you as well. We are celebrating Full Moon Friday. This full moon is in Taurus. So we have a lot of passionate, romantic energy, as well as grounding and stable energy that Taurus is providing us with. Basically, we are living in a moment of life's rich bouquet, life's rich buffet, however you want to look at it. Now is the time energetically where we can maximize our stability and our grounding. We can also maximize our luxury as well as our value. So that is very potent, and we want to bring all of that into this banquet that we're making today. So we're having a full moon banquet. And the stone that is going to be the centerpiece of our banquet today is Topaz. I have some gorgeous natural Nevada topaz, a few different specimens here to share with you. Topaz is the stone of potency. It's a stone of true love and success in all your endeavors. So bringing in that potency, where can you pull out true love in order to create success? And that isn't necessarily tied to any one aspect, but a more general aspect. Topaz promotes our individuality as well as our creativity, helping us to see the big picture while also being aware and conscious of the minute details that exist within and make up the big picture. It is a catalytic trigger. We're in a time of manifestation, as the full moon symbolizes a culmination of the seeds we planted on the new moon 2 weeks ago, coming to fruition. So the topaz energy is a catalytic trigger for that manifestation, creating all that much more force and energy behind what we are creating. So think of topaz as a conductor of actualization. The topaz has both positive and negative charges on its ends, whether it's a natural end or a faceted end. And those charges conduct. And what they're doing is conducting the actualization or the creation and manifestation of what our ideas are into action. So again, really just maximizing the energy that's around us during this full moon in Taurus, it's culmination time. A little bit more about the energies that are around us right now. So not only do we have the full moon in Taurus, Taurus is ruled by the planet Libra, which also rules, Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, which also rules the sign Libra. So we have this Venus energy opposing Uranus. Uranus being a planet of the heavens, a planet of change, but change for our highest good. So those energetic vibrations are also playing a role in this full moon today. We have creating our appetizer, let's call it. We have Scorpio. The planet of Jupiter is in Scorpio, and the sun is in Scorpio. So that's creating our first energy, our first course in this life's rich banquet that we're tapping into, because again, this is Taurus, this is luxury. So we want to draw in that Jupiter energy, which is expansion, along with the sun energy, the masculine, strong, potent sun energy, the central energy. So we have our very first card for today, which is going to be pulled in our appetizer position, representing the Jupiter in Scorpio as well as the sun in Scorpio. So really that scorpionic energy. That scorpionic energy being our wants, our needs, our desires, the depth of who we are and what we're doing, as well as the hidden side or the underbelly, the underworld of what's going on in our lives and the energy around us. So let's pull a card for that energy. We're going to be pulling 3 cards total today. I'm going to shuffle. I always make sure to clear my own energy from the deck so I can give a clear and guided reading. It's related to the energy that we're in right now, this full moon in Taurus. Give them a couple of cuts here. One more shuffle. Okay. So our appetizer card in our life's rich banquet is the Ace of Chalices upright. So in the Tarot of Mermaids, chalices are represented by shells. And the Ace of Chalices specifically is a card of love, joy, affection, flowing emotions, and nourishment, bringing in all those wonderful, loving energies of the planet Venus, as well as the sign of Taurus, the one of chalices, or the one of shells, offering us love and joy and optimism in this time. So, our first course, nourishing our souls and our galactic consciousness, is that of love, joy, emotions. Our second course, or our main course, our entree, is this full moon in Taurus energy. As I said, the full moon is a culmination point. The moon is a feminine energy. Taurus is a feminine energy. Venus is a feminine energy. So there's a very strong, creative, feminine force around where we're at right now, and that is making up the primary entree of this rich life, luxurious energy that's going on around us. Well, let's tap into the card. So our main course card is the 7 of Wands upright. The wands in the Tarot of Mermaid are represented by oars. As you can see, 7 oars. And this card is a defensive card, but it's a defense with valor and vigor. We are defending that which we love with the 7 of Wands. And it's with stubbornness and insistence and conviction that we are in this defensive position. So there's that Taurus energy being represented by the 7 of Wands, with Taurus being the stubborn bull. So our wants, our needs, and our desires are number 1 in this area that we're in right now. And we are being very stubborn in our convictions around these things. So what's going to happen when we go for dessert? Are we too stubborn? Are we going to be gluttons? What's going to happen? Our dessert position is Venus opposing Uranus right now. So Uranus again is the ruler of the heavens. It's change. It's living in our highest light, but in a way that is unconventional. Venus is opposing this sign. So our love, our passion, our romance, our heart-centered aspects are in opposition to change. Interesting energy. Let's see what the cards have to say. We have the 1 or the Ace of Wands. Again, the wands are oars in the Tarot Mermaid. And the Ace of Wands. Oh, we have 2 aces now. The Ace of Wands. This is a beginning. This is an invention. It's also a point of departure and a decision of the heart. So Venus opposing Uranus. And this card is pretty much exactly that energy that's happening. It's a beginning, but it's a point of return at the same time. Very interesting. So we have 2 aces. We have the Ace of Chalices. We have the Ace of Wands. And then sneaking in the middle there is the 7 of Wands. And that is our full moon crystal tarot reading for the full moon in Taurus, along with Sun and Jupiter in Scorpio, and Venus opposing Uranus. Got some crazy energy going on at the banquet today. But overall, the cards seem to be right in alignment with the planetary energy that is around us. So again, that maximizing of that energy. The card's just there to reinforce that energy as we already understand it. So, along with the Topaz, that is definitely some potent crystal tarot we got going on. Now, I did say I have 3 people who sent me a message and said that they wanted a card pulled for them on this full moon in Taurus crystal tarot reading. So what I'm going to do is put back the cards that we just pulled for our reading and shuffle the deck. And I'll probably take a sip of water. I like to drink water before I do a reading. It's a sign of cleansing and purification. Shuffle in. And all right. So the first card that I'm pulling is for Nicole. For Nicole, I've pulled the 9 of Swords. Swords represented by tridents in the Tarot of Mermaids. And the 9 represents a nightmare, a regret, solitude, as well as shame. So, Nicole, your card for this full moon tarot reading is the 9 of Swords. Second card I'm pulling is for Monica. Monica, your card is the 7 of Pentacles, upright. Pentacles are represented by pearls in the Tarot of Mermaids. And the 7 of Pentacles specifically is ownership, it's investment, business, and trade. So you're maximizing energy for the full moon in Taurus is this enterprise energy, business, trade. 7 of Swords, or 7 of Pentacles. And the third card that I'm pulling is for Cindy. And the card that I'm pulling for Cindy is the King of Swords. The swords are tridents in the Tarot of Mermaids. And the King is duty, control, authority, justice, and equity. So your maximizing energy for this full moon is the King of Swords. All right. That is our live Crystal Mermaid full moon in Taurus crystal tarot reading. Energy of the Topaz crystal, along with the Tarot of Mermaids, and a little bit of fun with astrology. Thank you for joining me here. Be sure to check in with me every single day for new videos and updates. I'm on YouTube. Subscribe to Crystal Mermaid. I'm on Instagram at Crystal Mermaid Healing, and I'm also on Twitter at Crystal Mermaid Tea. If you like any of the crystals, rocks, and gemstones you see in these videos, please check out my Etsy store, Crystal Mermaid Gifts. Use the code YouTube22 for 22% off anything in that store. Thank you again for joining me. Wishing you a fabulous, luxurious, beautiful full moon in Taurus. Step into your light and let your colors shine bright. Aho.